Oh, what's going on, guys? Holmes Forum coming at you guys today with another video. I gotta kind of keep it down. My whole family's up. I didn't know that I was gonna make a video this late, man. It's literally like 12:30 in the morning. Okay. Listen, the Detroit Lions just made a big free agent frenzy sign again. The Lions went out and they signed strong safety CJ Gardner-Johnson. Yes, I repeat, CJ Gardner-Johnson. I I can't believe they did this, that they went out and signed this guy. There was rumblings that he was going to be, he wasn't going to be a Philadelphia Eagle. The Eagles wanted to keep this guy. And, apparently, the same kind of thing with the Jamal Williams. Apparently, the Philadelphia Eagles organization, and it's all hearsay. Supposedly, I think they lowballed him. So they went out, CJ's camp went out and said, okay, we're going to go look for something better. Market didn't really dry. I don't want to say the market dried up, but the market was kind of like people weren't biting too hard. Lions jumped on this opportunity and grabbed this guy for 1 year at $8 million, $6.5 million guaranteed. That's a absolute steal for this kid. Steal. I know it's only 1 year at $8 million, 6.5 guaranteed, but this was an absolute steal, and Brad Holmes is all in, okay? We got the 5'11", 210-pound kid, 25 years old, and he's a great safety. Now, let's talk about his college numbers, man. Back in the day, college stats, he's a Florida Gator, 3 years, 161 total tackles, 15 tackles for loss, 12 pass deflects, pass breakups, 4 sacks, 9 interceptions, and 3 touchdowns as a Florida Gator. Ended up getting himself drafted in the 4th round by the New Orleans Saints in 2019. Played 3 years with the Saints. His 4-year total stat number, though, is 183 tackles, 20 tackles for loss, 14 quarterback hits, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, 36 pass breakups, and 11 interceptions. He played 3 years with the Saints, 1 year with the Eagles. The Saints ended up trading him to the Eagles back in 2000. I believe it was 2022 for the 2022 season, just before the season started, and the Saints got a 5th-round pick in 2023 and a lower of 2 6th-round picks, of choices in 2024. And then Philly ate most of his salary as well. And then the Eagles got, obviously, CJ Gardner-Johnson, and then a 2025 7th-round pick. Now, let's talk about this kid. He's got some injuries, man. First of all, he averages about 90% snaps. He doesn't come off the field at all. He started 43 games in the NFL. He has missed 10 games. He had a knee strain back in 2021. It was a grade 1. Then he had an abdomen kidney laceration. So that was in 2022. He's missed 10 games. He missed some games back in 2022, obviously, but he was a stud for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now this is a guy that's played all over the place. He can play nickel cornerback. He actually played nickel corner in New Orleans, and then when he got traded over to Philly, they switched him over to safety. Struggled a little bit, and then became one of the leading guys in the, I think he co-led interceptions in 2022 and missed 4 or 5 games. So one thing that you think about, like when we talk about Brad Holmes and this regime, versatility. It's there again. He can play nickel cornerback, which he did in Philadelphia too for a little bit when injuries happened before he got hurt. He can play safety. He can even play corner. All of it. Even Aaron Glenn, and familiarity again. Aaron Glenn had him in New Orleans when Glenn was the DB coach. Dan Campbell, 2019, when he was the assistant head coach, tight ends coach, he was part of him coming over too. So he was there. Campbell, Glenn, familiarity. I'm just shocked by this by this signing, because I just can't believe we did it. Okay. It's a great signing. It's not a high priced player coming here, because I think he kind of kind of messed himself up. I think he was offered a bigger deal, according to, what the internet says. And he went out and he tried to get more money. And it kind of, I don't want to say the word like I used earlier, dry up, but he just wasn't getting bites apparently. And the Lions jumped on it and gave him an $8 million contract for a year, 6.5 of it guaranteed. So, and he's here for 1 year. I would like them to be here for a little bit longer than that, but we're getting a top end safety here, Lions fans. Top end. He was phenomenal last year. This guy would have been all pro probably if he didn't get hurt last year. He would have been all pro. He probably still should have been in the Pro Bowl, but he would have been an all pro. He was all over the field. And what I love about this kid too is that there's lots to love about him. It's his versatility, like I talked about, but he's feisty, man. He's an absolute pest on the field. Now, you don't want that to lead to penalties and all that. We don't want to see 15-yarders or anything like that. But this guy is no stranger to controversy. None. He's gotten in fights on the field. If you remember back in 2020, Chicago Bears wide receiver Javon Wims went after him, threw punches at him wildly, turned into a kind of a brawl on the field. Apparently that started when CJ stuck his finger in Anthony Miller's face, kind of pushed his helmet in his face, started some problems. And then apparently Wims went after him. And then former teammate Michael Thomas, the wide receiver for the Saints, who used to be really, really good, he punched him in practice apparently 3 weeks prior to that. So this guy likes to cause trouble. He was even mocking the height of Bears running back Tariq Cohen, who's 5'6". So he's a bit of an a-hole. He's a bit of an a-hole, and he's completely the type of player that former regimes wouldn't even sniff at. They wouldn't even look at him. Guys like Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia wouldn't even look at him. Caldwell and all those guys, and Mayu, they would not even look to this guy's way. This guy is the poster boy for villain. He's the villain of the secondary. He's an a-hole. He's a pest. He plays the run. He plays the pass. He's a playmaker. He gets picks. He gets into the backfield. He can blitz. It's amazing what this guy has done, man. Like in his professional, I think I've already said it. So yeah, 183 tackles. I don't know. I'm just kind of excited. 20 tackles for loss, 14 quarterback hits, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, 36 pass breakups, and 11 picks. I think I already said all that. So I'm kind of rambling at the mouth. So I didn't think this was going to happen. And I'm getting a little too excited because I think my family's going to wake up, and I don't want my wife to wake up. But this was too good. I couldn't wait until tomorrow. I didn't think I was going to make a video, man, today. I'm sitting there, I go in the garage, I take a few puffs. I come in the house, man. I'm watching a movie called Prey. It's one of the Predator spin-offs, and it was kind of boring a little bit. But then my phone was ding 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 ding, and it just kept dinging. And I was like, what the hell is going on? So it's my buddy. It's my buddy trying to get a hold of me. He's like, do you see what we did? See what we did? My phone's going off. My notifications are going off for Facebook. And I go, bro, I gotta go downstairs. I gotta write some stuff. It took me about an hour to write all this stuff out, and I'm just extremely excited. Brad Holmes has completely turned around this secondary in a matter of days. You got a killer at safety. An absolute killer at safety. I don't care what anybody says. We got a killer at safety in CJ Gardner-Johnson. We got a guy that played lockdown last year. Not calling him elite, not calling him officially lockdown his whole career, but he played at a phenomenal elite talent in Cam Sutton. Picked up Emmanuel Mosley, a little bit of a dice roll. Revamped this whole secondary. This whole secondary went from garbage to possibly, I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say the number that I'm thinking in my head because it's just insane. I don't normally get this fired up about pickups and or anything like that. But this was a phenomenal signing, especially for a 30th ranked passing defense in 2022. This completely revamps this, and it takes out it could possibly take out corner. We're not grabbing a damn safety. I tell you that. We're not grabbing a safety, I don't think, even though he's on a 1-year deal. Because now you got CJ Gardner-Johnson and Tracy Walker as your strong safety and Tracy as the free safety. Kirby Joseph is your third safety coming into the game, which he's going to be playing a ton because they're going to play Gardner-Johnson, Walker, and Joseph majority of the time. You're going to see those guys, and you're going to see 2 corners in there. Okuda, if he's still around, and Jerry Jacobs, Emmanuel Mosley, those guys are going to be in there. Hopefully Mosley can stay healthy. Revamped, guys, revamped. This was a phenomenal signing by Brad Holmes. Phenomenal. There's not one thing that you can say bad about this signing. And if people want to talk about that this guy is a pest or he's an a-hole on the field, I don't care. I don't care anymore, man. And neither does this regime, and it's a breath of fresh air. It is a total breath of fresh air that this team just does not go after choir boys. Because this guy ain't a choir boy. He is not a choir. He will fight you. He will, Javon, I don't want this guy spitting in people's face, but this is what Javon Wims accused him of. He said he spit in his face. It was never proven, but he's the type of guy that will just get in your face. It doesn't matter who you are. I've seen this kid go after old linemen. This guy is feisty. He's arrogant, but he backs it up. He backs it up, and he makes this secondary so much better. He is a playmaker. 2 words: playmaker, versatility. That's exactly what this kid brings. And he is a fired up dude. And I'm fired up. I'm excited, man. So what do you guys think about this? 12-minute video, but a little bit longer. I think I went over everything. Man, his numbers, 5'11", 210, 25. Everything, man. He's everything that this team is looking for, man. This was a great signing. This was a great signing, man. You signed 2 absolutely dogs in the backfield, in the secondary backfield. Possibly 3 with Mosley, if he can stay healthy. That's still a little bit of a dice roll, but I'm excited about CJ Gardner-Johnson coming to town. We got ourselves a dog in the secondary, guys. A dog. What do you guys think? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button at the bottom right. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, get all my videos. Don't forget to like, comment, share this out. What do you guys think, man? CJ Gardner-Johnson is in the building. Woo! Let's go. One pride, baby. Bang.